Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon. Happy Friday to you guys. So today I just wanted to have a little fun with some fortune telling cards and tarot. So just take what resonates for you, get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using will be listed down below, and today's Organite is called the Fortune Teller, created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. So the deck that we're gonna go ahead and start off with is kind of a cool and unique deck. I unfortunately don't know the name of it, but I saw Cher from Wing & Bell use this deck a long time ago, and she sent me, I believe it was like an eBay link. I've since tried to find it again. I can't find it, but this is seriously from the Dollar Tree, you guys. And so it's like one of those little gems that they brought through in the Dollar Tree. And I could have sworn that I found it again on Amazon, but I will really try my best, you guys, to find out where I got this and put the link down below. But anyways, it's kind of cool because it's all the major arcana, definitely the court cards. And I think it only goes up to like maybe number 7. So you don't get all the suits or all the numbers here. So it's kind of an incomplete deck, but it's still a lot of fun. It has past, present, future. So what I want to start off with is past energy. Okay. What does Spirit want us to know about our past? So you guys will know what I'm talking about here. See how it says past, present, future? Kind of cool. An uncontrolled beast was released. Wow, strengths energy. So I feel like Spirit is saying here that something was released. It's like it was uncontrollable. Now, this can be many things, you guys. This could be your temper. This could be a soul connection with another person, but something was unreleased. There's no undoing it. What's done is done. Something has happened here, okay? So let's go ahead and get some additional information as to what that might be. And we have the strength, which could indicate a Leo, all right? Let's go into my Winds of Fortune deck. See what that's about. Oh, okay, so that's funny because this card actually just came up yesterday when I did a reading, I think, on finances, but it says inevitable fate. Yeah, that's it. The Ace of Spades is the inevitable fate card. It's also about a completion of cycles, karmic consequences, a very powerful strength presence. Very strength, that doesn't make any sense. I meant to say it's a very powerful, strong sense of like a connection or something that has happened. It's like a fated energy. It's just like there's no way around it. Now, there could, of course, be now karmic consequences, as in what started in the past. We might have some regret with the way that we handled ourselves, lost ourselves, all of the above, but something was meant to happen, you guys. So try not to spend a lot of time beating yourself up for something that either you did or said or got involved in, because it was meant to happen for you. That's what we're getting in this reading. It was meant to happen, and you're here to complete it now. So the Ace of Spades is kind of like a death card as well, where we have an opportunity to finally let something go once and for all. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So let's go ahead and get some more. I'm going to go into my Arrows of Love tarot. Woohoo! We have stars energy. Star is connected to the sign of Aquarius, so we have an air sign and a fire sign here. But stars, this to me is also the stars aligned. Remember, this is past energy, you guys. The stars aligned for perhaps you to cross paths with someone, or for something specific to happen to you. It's giving, or it was giving you an opportunity to perhaps renew something within yourself, restore something, even to heal, because that's really what the star energy is. It is about healing, but it's also about spiritual guidance, spiritual realizations, spiritual awakenings. It means many things to me as a reader. So I feel like you guys were meant to spiritually awaken through whatever this person was or this situation. And there's something that it's had to teach you. Yep, there it is. Something it's had to teach you. So let's go ahead and go into this deck, which is called the Answer deck. And we have Wealth. I really like this because to me, this means that you perhaps from the situation have found your self-worth. Okay, so that wealth to me is worth. You're worth something, your value. You may have also found your place in the world, your purpose, your mission. So there's not a complete and total loss here. If there has been a loss, it's about what you can take, the valuable lessons that you can take with you. There's also a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of wisdom that was obtained in this situation, etc. So I have no idea if that's resonating with you guys so far, but that's what we have. Let's go into my Treasure Trove Tarot. See what else. I love this. The Ace of Swords. It says, to the point brainstorming, intellectual stimulation. Well, the Ace of Swords just on its own to me is an epiphany. It's a realization. It's clarity. It's that aha moment. So that's why we have the sword right here in the brain. And it's to the point, but I feel almost to you guys, it's like this situation has been somewhat painful as well. As powerful, maybe as spiritual as it has been, no matter how faded it has felt, it's also been equally painful. But it's like the knife that cuts both ways. But we can now take this sword. It's been a gift. It's a gift from the universe. It's the gift from the divine that says you can now take this sword with this clarity and this truth, and you can use this tool in order to create the rest of your life. Now you have this special tool, and you may not have been able to obtain it without maybe this experience. So take this tool, my friend, and use it. Use it very wisely. You've learned so much. Maybe you have cleared up or healed some way of thinking about yourself, or maybe even about others, or just life in general. You're seeing things in a whole new way. So you were given this sword of truth and clarity. It was a gift. Could be harsh truths though. It could be very hard lessons to learn, kind of like the hard knocks of life, but it is what you make it. So it is about also seeing the silver lining in situations. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab some numbers as well as some letters to see if there's some significance to this past energy for some of you guys watching the video. This is called the Spirit cards. We have the number 3. So 3 could be significant for whatever reason. We have Q, all right? So Q can stand for, let's just say Queen, or it could be somebody's name, Quincy. Gosh, there's so many names out there, you guys. Those are the 2 that are coming to me though at this time. But we have Q and 3. We have number 2, so we either have 23 or 32, all right? We're just going to grab 5 total, so just 2 more. We have the number 4, so 2, 3, 4. So to me, this is like a sequence of events. Whenever I see numbers that line up like this to me is like we are building towards something. There's synchronistic events that have taken place, you know, where you guys started with this individual. You've certainly grown. So I do feel like there has been growth here in this situation. Okay. But we also have 4, 3, 2. So it could also be about kind of going back. So forward, backwards, forward, backwards. So there could be a pattern, a cycle to break here with that completion of cycles. We're done going back and forth with someone. We're done. Maybe we're even done hanging on to the past. We're done holding on to something maybe that is just, it's very clear that maybe it's no longer for us, or we're just done with this lesson. And we have S. So we have SQ or QS. These can be initials, and 2, 3, 4. So that's what we have for the past, you guys. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on into the present moment. What is the message for us for the present? Let's take a look. So we're gonna again go into these cards here and get a message for the present moment. We have the Magician's energy, and now we have the present moment. A decision must be made. The Magician is ruled by Mercury, which means that we're dealing with Gemini as well as Virgo energy. So in the present moment, a decision must be made. So we just saw the past. Something very powerful happened. Maybe we've gone back and forth as much as we can. We have been given that sword from the divine that says, take this sword and now do something with it. Now you can see this Magician has the wand. The Magician also has a sword, a cup, and a pentacle. So we can pick up that sword and we can also pick up that wand and we can make things happen. We have the power, is what Spirit is trying to tell us in this present moment. Other people do not have power over you. Yes, they can have influence on you, but they do not have power over you unless you believe that they do. So it's all what you believe or what you choose to believe. That's the message. So you are the magician of your life. You can create the life that you want right now. That is what we are being reminded of right now. All right, let's get into the message. We have the 9 of Hearts. What an amazing card. Wishes fulfilled, falling in love, on the same page, and like attracts like. So if you guys are wanting to create a different situation than what you've gone through before, or it could even just be a renewed stage with a person, but like attracts like. So what this is reminding us, you guys, is that people that are on the same page are on the same page. We do not have the power to change other people. We can surely influence other people just like they can influence us. But if somebody generally doesn't want what we want, why would we want to influence them to make them want that? Make them want something that they don't want. Forget that. So we are being asked to become what we want to attract. That is the magician's vibe. That is the decision that we must make. So if you guys are feeling like you want to create something with someone, again, if they're not giving you any indication that that's what they want, or they're not available, or there's all kinds of circumstances that are challenging in that situation, I feel like Spirit is telling you here, you're not on the same page. That might not be for you. Or let this person come to you when they're ready. Don't chase people. Don't try to change the inevitable right now, okay? Whatever's meant for you will find you, and that is magic. That is magic. If something is meant for you, it will come back, and if it doesn't, that means that you and this person, or whatever it is that you're trying to create, are not on the same page, and that can be devastating. That can be really hard to accept. But the more that you are in this state of creating, instead of trying to control other things, you're going to be much happier in that 9 of Hearts energy, where you're very fulfilled in your own life. People that are unfulfilled try to reach out to others to fulfill themselves. They try to control events. But when you're just in the presence of fulfillment, you actually draw more fulfillment to you. You attract people that are on the same page as you. That's amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get a card here. 8 of Hearts, departure. If someone has left your life, let them leave. 8 of Cups, all right? Or if you know that you need to leave a situation behind, that's what you need to do. If you and someone are not on the same page and you've been going back and forth, and we have seen this in the past energy, it's almost like a waste of your valuable, precious energy at this point. Spirit wants you to utilize your energy in just a different way. Not trying to create miracles here by getting people to be on the same page as us. They either are or they aren't. And Spirit's saying if they're not, it's time to accept this and walk away. Or it's time to accept someone's decision to depart from our life, as you know what? Either they'll come back when it's meant to happen or they won't. But I must move forward with my life. I must fulfill my own happiness. I must be okay with where I'm at and where everyone else is at too. I do not live my life for everyone else. I live it for myself. And that's in a beautiful, empowering way, not a selfish, self-centered way. There's a difference. So if someone has left, or you need to leave a situation, that is the decision that must be made. And if someone has left you, that's the decision that they made. And this might be a reading that's telling you, you must accept this decision. Try not to fight this. Try not to fight this perhaps inevitable fate that maybe something is meant to end. Maybe this needs to be the completion of a cycle once and for all. So that way you can get to your 9 of Hearts, 9 of Cups, wish fulfilled, happiness. You'll never fall in love or open yourself up to new love if you're still holding on to an old partner that either doesn't love you or is not on the same page. Okay? That's what we have. So let's go ahead and get one of these cards here. We have greed. Yes, sometimes we want to hold on so badly. We want to hold on so badly. We want more. I do feel like with this greed energy, we have this pot that is pouring into the cup and it is overflowing at this point. It's too much. There's too much here. We're asking for too much. We want too much from someone. It's time for us to focus on our own cups. Let's fill our own cups with our own goodness, our own sweetness, instead of looking for someone else to fill that cup for us. Let's fill the cups ourselves. So really, really try to let go of something that is just not wanting what you want, or something that just isn't working. It's not working for a reason. Let it go. Nine of Swords. So look at her. She is literally laying in a puddle of her own tears. We have insomnia, victim mentality, clouded judgment. Nine of Swords is a card of self-induced chaos and pain. It means that we're beating ourselves up, we're ruminating, we're going through everything in our heads until we're just feeling crazy. It's craziness. And so Spirit is asking us to really, really try our best to accept a decision. Accept a decision, or accept that something is not good for us. It has become toxic. Maybe seek the support of a group. Seek the support of your friends and your family during this time of need. Seek out those that are going to empower you, not enable you to continue to stay stuck in Nine of Swords energy. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and grab some letters and numbers that could be significant in this situation. We have the number 9. Nines, you guys, are completion. This does mean, oh my gosh, I just saw this. 999. Oh my God. Wow. That's not an accident, you guys. So right now, the decision that must be made is that it is time to complete the cycle. It's time to start fresh. It's time to start new. It's time to let go of the suffering. It's time to let go of the pain. It's time to also let go of the blame. It doesn't matter whose fault it is here. It doesn't matter whose fault it is that it didn't work out. To hold on to this is just toxic at this point. It's not helping anyone. You know, sometimes people stay connected to other people because they want some justice in the situation. They want the other person to be held accountable. It's usually not going to happen, okay? It's usually not going to happen. So we are being asked to accept this ending, accept something that just needs to end already. It just has to. We have D. The D could represent somebody's name. It could also represent divorce. That's what I'm getting here. And not all of you are married to someone, but it could just be a soul contract, as in we feel very connected. We felt very connected to this person or whatever this is for quite some time. This could even be about a job, you guys. This doesn't actually have to be about a romantic person. All I know is that you are no longer happy. And this D is for divorce, divide. It's just about going your own separate ways. That's it. Okay, going your own separate ways. We have P, D, P, all right, or PD. So that could be something. That could mean something specific. We have the number 6. So we have 69 or 96. It's interesting because it kind of looks the same there. 9s. And the one last one. E, D-E-P. You know, what I want to say about this, you guys, is depth. The first thing that I thought here, because I am currently watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and, you know, I'm very much objectively looking at both sides. I really don't have an opinion one way or the other. I can see pain And I can see, the abuse and the trauma for both. And so to me, it's almost like that 8 divided in half is 4. And I just think that sometimes, when I was just talking about we want to stay in a situation, we want to continue to fight for justice, we want to continue to do this or do that because we're hoping in the end that we will feel, either better or that there is going to be justice. And there is, of course, at this time, we don't know what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, both people have issues, both people have to work on themselves, both people just as together were very toxic, together. Very, maybe even toxic with issues on their own as well. So I feel like this is just kind of an example that's coming up that if we don't work on ourselves and we don't heal our trauma and our wounds, we're probably going to recreate this with other people, other partnerships. So I feel like that's why that 9 of hearts is very significant on providing your own happiness, working on those things, working on fulfilling yourself, because when we are codependent on others, or we can't let go, or we need to either be right, or we need to control other people, all these things that are happening right now and the behaviors that have been displayed in that trial, it's like in the end, it just didn't work. In the end, you have 2 people that just aren't a good match. It's about, walking away. Obviously, something has happened in the trial, in this thing where someone's creating, accusations or trying to slander people's name. I mean, I get it. I'm not trying to take away from that. I'm just saying as the whole, the 2 people can just comparing, both people got some stuff. That's it. So anyways, I don't know if some of you guys are, could be Depp hair gel. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm from the 80s. Depp was pretty popular back then. Depp hair gel. Anyways, let's go ahead and go on into the future, you guys, okay? What is the future energy? It's funny because a decision must be made, which is what was the present. A decision must be made in this trial. You know what I mean? It's just so funny. Okay, we have the devil's energy. Wow. Freedom through your own efforts is the future. I love this. First of all, the devil is a toxic energy. The devil is also connected to the sign of Capricorn, but freedom through your own efforts. So the devil shows, it's like the lovers to me in darkness. You have 2 people that are chained toxically to one another or to this devil. It's just so funny that I was just using that trial right now in their relationship as an example here. But yes, I'm just getting toxic behavior, toxic energy, 2 people that bring out the worst in one another, unhealed wounds. That will happen. So it's freedom through your own efforts for the future. So you have to make efforts here to get clean. You have to make efforts here to get well, to get healed, to work on those issues that you have, that rage, all of those things. If any of that stuff resonates for you guys, or your need to have a toxic person or just a person in your life that either is not choosing you, maybe they're choosing someone else, maybe they're just not choosing to work on the situation, yet you're still hanging on. You're having a difficult time letting this person go. Freedom is going to happen, because I get this question all the time. How do I stop thinking about this person? Well, there's no magic pill. There's no magic spell. There is no affirmation or meditation that is going to just suddenly make you let go of this person and stop thinking about them. It's going to take some real effort on your part to make that happen. It's going to take work, and it's not going to happen overnight. So when we can commit ourselves to our patterns, to, our toxic traits, because we all have them, to either our dependencies or how we cope, our trauma responses to people, etc. Once we can recognize what those things are, and maybe we need the help of a therapist, maybe we need the help of a support group, whatever that means to you, that is effort that you must take. in order to remove yourself from this toxic pattern, to stop perhaps ruminating over this person if that resonates for you. So it's not going to happen with the snap of a finger. There's no magic word here. There's no magic solution. It's going to be through your own hard work and effort that you will get well. That's it. That's all there is. And that right there is sometimes a crappy reality that people don't like. So what they'll do is they'll skip over this reading and they'll go to a magical one with magical messages about all kinds of things. And who am I to say that that couldn't be right? But sometimes when that doesn't pan out, it's like you're still left in the same position, but you've just wasted more time. You've just wasted more time with the fantasy thinking or the magical solutions. So that's what we have. So let's go ahead and get a Winds of Fortune card. Six of Diamonds. I love this. Gateway to change. There is change available, you guys. There is a gateway here, but you have to find it. You have to want to open up a new door. We have an engagement. We have business deals. We have purchasing property. This is beautiful because to me, this is like we're moving. We're moving into a new home. We're getting out of an old cycle. We're getting out of just an old situation. There's a gateway to a new way of living, a new way of being, a new way of engaging with new people, engaging with ourselves in life in a whole new way, making deals with ourselves and working hard on those deals to make things come about, to make those changes come about, to do things that we want to do. So the Six of Diamonds, I just feel, is a reminder that it is going to take work and effort in order to make these changes. But if you really want it, you'll do it. That's it. You'll do it. We have the Five of Flames, rivalry, Five of Wands energy. First of all, the Five of Wands is drama. The Five of Wands is other people around you. It's forces. It's being connected to people that are chaotic. So I'm going to use a couple examples here. Let's just say you wish to get out of a situation, but all of your friends or the people that you connect with on a daily basis are connected to this toxic thing or this person. No one said it was going to be easy, but you're going to have to make a decision. You are going to have to put your own effort and time and dedication towards cutting yourself from anything that is going to hold you back. So let's just say you have a substance abuse problem, all right? And all your friends want to continue to drink. All of your friends want to continue to do certain things. You're obviously going to have to make the sacrifice of cutting away from those friendships for the time being, or maybe not going to that local pub. Even though that's where everyone's meeting up for dinner, could be a trigger for you. That's just an example. Or let's just say you belong to the same group and your ex happens to be a part of that group. Well, no one said it was going to be easy, but it might not be the best thing at this time to see that ex when you feel so fresh in your wounds or so sensitive still. Maybe don't go to that group thing. Maybe don't do certain things that you used to do because they're connected to old people that you wish to, step away from. So a lot of times I hear a lot of excuses. Well, I have to do this and I have to do that. One thing that you don't have to do is you don't need to be connected to anybody on social media. You can just cancel your account. You could just block people if you want to. You can just fall away completely. You do not have to engage or do anything with anyone if you don't want to. Now, I understand that some people are married and they have children, so I'm going to hear this crap in the comments. I get it. But it can be done. There can be very healthy and stern boundaries, like a firm business relationship when it comes to narcissistic exes or just people that you just are having a really hard time seeing or speaking. You do not have to engage in conversations that aren't about anything except for the children. If you work with someone, you don't have to sit in the same lunchroom as them or go out to a group lunch if they're going to be. You can make these choices not to do certain things. So it really is untrue when we use these excuses. Well, I can't because of this, and because we can make excuses until we're blue in the face. There's always a way to pull away from the drama. There's always a way to disengage with things that aren't going to serve you. Where there's a will, hey! So I've got 2 cats right now that are going at it. And this is the thing. Tinks, she's a bully. And Jax knows it. So instead of maybe just jumping up on the entertainment center, he's choosing to stand his ground and he's saying, bring it on. So a fight is ensuing because of that. So I just feel like it's the perfect example of we can stay and fight, we can stay and mingle, we can stay and just get burned, or we can pull away from it and just focus on other things. We can choose to do different things if we want things to positively change, or we can just continue to do the same thing over and over again and change nothing and just think it's all going to magically just get better. It won't. It won't. So I feel like the main message here, you guys, is you may have to change your environment. You may have to pull away. You may have to pull yourself off social media. You may have to stop taking phone calls. You may have to stop answering text. You got to do what you got to do to get yourself through your own efforts, because no one else is going to make it easy for you. I'll tell you that right now. No one else is going to make it easy for you. No one else probably understands, and there's some people that just straight up don't care. That's a harsh reality, but it's true. People don't care sometimes unless it affects them. So if your suffering isn't affecting them, or they're not having the same experience with the person you're having a problem with, they just don't get it. So they're not going to make it easy for you. They're not going to do the work for you. You're going to have to do it for yourself. So if you want things to change, you're going to have to pull away from some drama, some activity, something where this is just a circle. It's a vicious circle and it's not going to change. The only person that's going to change it is you. That's it. Because other people aren't going to change. You are, though. I love it. Forgiveness. You know, this is a tough one, and I'll talk about this. Sometimes we want to be love and light. Sometimes we don't want to be low vibrational. So what we'll do is when we're dealing with, let's just say, bullies like Tinks over there, or we just don't want to seem like we're bothered. We don't want to give that person the satisfaction. We'll stay in unhealthy situations just to prove a point, because we don't want to back down, because we just don't want people to think that, you know, we're being mean or that we're being bitter. What I'm going to tell you guys, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you. I know that's really hard, but it doesn't matter. This is about you. This is about you just doing everything that you can to be in a peaceful place with yourself. It doesn't matter if that person thinks that you're mad at them, or if other people take it personally with what you need to do to take care of you. You've got to be willing to show up for yourself and put your own efforts. That's it. And if somebody wants to turn it around, somebody wants to continue to fight more, blame you, all these things, it's just about disengaging from the drama. It's not saying that you can't win, but when we have rivalry, there's people that are out for blood, not literally, but they're not out to see your point of view. There's someone here that doesn't want to forgive you, doesn't want to play nice. So you can play nicey all day long. You can try to be the bigger person here. It's not going to make a difference. The best thing that you can do is just pull away and walk away. So I feel like this entire reading is tied to this very powerful situation that may have started in the past, and where we're at presently is that it is time to pull away and just be done with something if we're still wanting to hang on even in the future. And we're saying, you know, I really want to get past this. I really want to forget about this person, but yet we still keep talking to people that know them. I really want to forget about this person, but yet we still keep checking their social media. I really want to forget about this person, but yet we're still working with them. It's only going to be through your own efforts that you are going to be able to get out of this situation. So it's almost like we're being asked to stop making excuses and start making change. Start creating change. Start showing up for ourselves. Stop trying to win someone over, or we just can't live or be at peace unless we know someone is like we just can't live if we think someone is thinking something bad about us. And I'm just seeing here at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because the devil's energy means that you're just fooling yourself. This is a toxic, vicious cycle that you'll never truly win. Somebody either is too toxic or they're just not able to see their faults. So you can be as nice as you want. It's not going to change anything. So at some point, you just have to walk away. So I know it's harsh, but that's what we're getting here. Yep, Page of Wands. I love this. I love this so much. So some of you guys could be using the excuse, and I'm not trying to sit here and say that I don't understand people's problems and that I'm just like, oh, it's so freaking easy. But you can skyrocket and hightail it the hell out of a situation. You can. You can. You can go somewhere else. We have a new position. Creative projects, breath of fresh air. You are skyrocketing out of a situation. You're skyrocketing away from this rivalry, this drama fest, these other people that are trying to drag you down. So if this is a business place or like a career or a job, I'm seeing in the future, you will free yourself from this toxic workplace or this toxic relationship or friendship or whatever the heck this is. You will. You will. And it's through your own efforts that you're going to get on that rocket and you're going to hightail it the hell out of there. Absolutely. So a new position is in the future. There is something new, a gateway to change. You're taking that rocket and you are flying through a gate and you are creating a new position for yourself. This old suffering, this old situation, whatever the heck this is, it's over. As in, you're saying it's over. You're done with it. You're done with this cycle. And I just think it's incredible that the first card that we had got was that Ace of Spades, which is karmic consequences and completion of cycles. You're done, baby. You are done. You are gold. You are a freaking queen. Do you know it? Do you feel it? Do you know it? So it's all about your own. You will experience freedom when you get to this point, Page of Wands. You will. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and get some numbers and letters that could be significant here. We have M. The letter M. What else? T. MT. H. HMT. G. I got no vowels yet. And we have a 0, or that can be an O. All right. It's funny because I'm seeing Gotham. Goth or Gotham. I don't know what that means. Some Batman stuff or goth. It's also, we've got hot. We've got the OG, some like original. To Tom. Yeah, so I see an actual like name here, Tom, for some. But there could be all kinds of different things here, you guys. But this is the letters, number, or we can use this as an O. That's when whenever I see a 0, I always think it can be interchangeable. So you guys, this reading was not meant to blame or shame anyone that is stuck. It's more of a tough love message to say that if you really want your life to change, if you really want to improve your situation, if you really want to get out of a toxic cycle, you will find a way to do that. You will find a way to make it happen. No one is meant to save you except for yourself. Others can aid you, your spirit guides, your team, your higher power, your friends and family, your support system are there to help guide you, but they are not here to do the work for you. You came here to make a difference for yourself. And when you make a difference for yourself, you actually make a difference in this world, in this planet, in this universe. We're all connected. So the work that you do is so important. So why waste your time being unhappy? Hightail it out of whatever is making you sad, whatever is making you feel low vibrational, whatever is making you feel however you're feeling right now. You have the power to hightail it out of there. That's it. That's what I got for you guys. So I hope that this resonated with somebody, and I hope that you can take the messages as very empowering to you, help you to heal, help you to just push you in that direction, give you that little boost that maybe you needed today in order to get out of a toxic situation. All right, you guys, I hope you have an incredible weekend. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.